One person commented on my tweet that black people are racist, and perhaps I'm a racist too. And I'm not sure where he's going with this. However, why white folks racism is worse than black people racism is the issue. I mean, I'm not a racist, okay? I mean, I'm just talking about the injustices that is going on. I have been in relationship with white women, and I treated them, with respect. I mean, I didn't abuse them, and I didn't do a lot of things that you might seem from a racist. I know white men also, and I relate to them as equals, as human beings. I mean, many of them who are homeless and who are panhandling and so forth, and I don't treat them like, yeah, I'm over this white. I mean, it's like we all are human beings. Now, what makes white people racism beyond the pale is that they have this state behind them. So that if, like in this case here, where Zimmerman is racist towards Mark, he kills him and gets off. That is what makes the racism that black people are complaining about, because they can use the state. They don't like me because I'm brilliant, and what they do, they use the state. They lock me up, they take my children away, they try to put me in a mental institution, stuff like that, just because they have the power to do it. And when you look at black people, it don't look as if black people truly are as racist as them. I mean, look Egypt, and a lot of white folks don't want to accept that Egypt was not these Arabs over there. It was black people who were running Egypt. The pharaohs were black people, and they adopted Moses, who was a Jew and who perhaps is of a different race, because I mean, it looks like the Jews are of the white strain, and the blacks over here, and then you have the Asians, or the Mongolite looking people, and they promoted him up and make him a big boy over there. But of course, God is involved, and he decided to defend his own people and so forth, and they had a problem, and he had to go running. But they did not make him a slave, as it were. They had him as, and I mean, a lot of blacks are appointed to big positions here in America, but they just can't do what they want to do, and they can't sort of help the blacks, because they will be upset with it, and they might kill them and so on. So I believe that this makes it, that maybe white people are more racist, in the sense that they have the state. They could get you arrested, they could get you in jail, they could get you executed, they could get you locked down in a mental institution. If you're researching things, they could come in and steal it and give it to a white person. White people could steal your stuff, and it's okay. Like I was with this white lady in Florida, and I believe that the FBI had sent her, because I asked her, I said, look, I know the FBI is giving me problems. Are you working with the FBI? She said, no. But then she's gonna, one time talking to herself while we having a discussion, she was upset. She's trying to tell me she went to college, she has all this education, but when I'm speaking about sociology or other things, she has a problem with it. So I figured that maybe she doesn't have no education at all. And I'm trying to challenge her to let her know that I don't believe that you have. And she's saying that, she wanted to come with a gun, but they told her not to. So who are they? I asked myself. And one day I was doing New York, I was doing lawn care, and she decided to say she wants to come help me. She came out, and she ran my lawnmower into a stump. She ran into the same stump 3 times. And I mean, I could imagine she finished these rows to the left of the stump. She came in front of the stump, she hit the stump. She goes to the next row from the stump, she pushes in and hits it again. She's coming from 2 rows away from this stump, and she's going back again to hit it again. So I said, look, leave my stuff alone. She started crying, I want to help you, And another thing she did, I had a $500 check was to send for my daughter for education, and she took the check and cashed it. I called the police and I told her, they said that she gonna say it's her money because she's white, she has money, and I kind of leash, I don't have no money. She gonna tell the judge, court, that it's her money, she thinks she's taking it, and that's a good defense. The police normally tell white folks what to say, how to say it, and they write it the way, even if they hadn't said it, write it this way, the way they know it's gonna work in the court. Another time, the same lady, she borrowed my computer and my printer. She said she wants to do a resume. So lent her it for a week. And when I went for my computer, she says, you're not getting it back. So I called the police. And I told her, I said, look, she has my computer printer. She doesn't want to give it to me. I said, whose computer printer is this? She says, it's mine. But they were trying to tell her to say it's hers. So that, they said, well, you got to give me this thing. So she gave me my stuff. I went away. She came back, she cried again. She said, I need to borrow it one more time. So I lent it to her. And, she never gave me it back. I called the police again. The same cops came. And this time she said it's hers, and that was it. I said, but you remember the last time she said it's mine? Well, they will say that in the interim she bought from you. I mean, oh Lord, it's something else. Finally, they charged me with domestic violence. She's in my van tearing up my stuff. I'm asking her to come out of the van. I'm trying to take her out of the van. She sits between the two seats, and she says that I pull her down to the ground, and I cut my hand on a nail. This time she took a knife I had in the van and she cut my hand, and they took me to jail and charged me with domestic violence. Also, there was a restraining order. So she called me up one Saturday. She said, I want to see you. She's crying about it. I said, there's a sort of restraining order. We can't be together. She said, no, it's okay. I want to see you. I can't handle it. I went over to see her. She came in my van and she said, I'm talking. And then she took my book with my clients, and she ran off and gone into her van, into her car, and drove off. Well, I was so shocked by the whole incident, I just stayed right here. And it's a good thing I did, because what she was doing, she would have had me chasing her down the road to get my book, and then she would have called the police and said that I'm chasing her and I'm threatening to kill her. The cops would have come in and take me, and then she would throw my book away, so that I couldn't have said that she took my book. See what I'm saying? So that's what the racism, that makes it horrible, because they could do you things, and even though you're innocent, they could get you into some serious problems. That is what makes white people racism different to black people racism. Black people just hate whites because of what they're doing to blacks. And white folks, racism is worse, because when they don't like you, they don't only hate you, they could call the cops, they could call the court, they could get somebody to kill it, they could even kill it themselves, and everything will be good.